A picnic is a leisurely outdoor meal or gathering where people enjoy food, often in a natural setting like a park or beach. It's a relaxed and enjoyable way to spend time with friends and family, often involving blankets, baskets, and simple, portable dishes. A motorcycle race is a competition where riders race on bikes, aiming to finish a course in the fastest time. It's a thrilling sport with various categories and captivates enthusiasts worldwide. Steroids are synthetic substances that can mimic the effects of natural hormones in the body. They are often used in medicine to treat various conditions but can also be misused as performance-enhancing drugs, which is illegal and harmful to health. Steroid misuse can have serious side effects. Clouds are collections of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the Earth's atmosphere. They come in various shapes and sizes, forming when moist air rises and cools. Clouds have a significant impact on weather patterns, casting shadows and contributing to rain, snow, or other precipitation. The ocean is Earth's vast saltwater body, encompassing major oceans like the Atlantic and Pacific. It regulates climate, supports diverse life, and plays a crucial role in transportation and recreation. A landslide is a sudden and rapid movement of a large amount of earth, rocks, or debris down a slope. It can be triggered by heavy rain, earthquakes, or human activities. Landslides pose significant risks to people, property, and the environment. Flowers are the reproductive structures of plants, known for their colorful and fragrant petals. They play a crucial role in pollination, attracting insects and animals to help plants reproduce. Flowers are also commonly used for decoration, gift-giving, and symbolize various emotions and occasions. Architecture is the art and science of designing and building structures, blending creativity with engineering to create functional, aesthetically pleasing spaces for various purposes, influencing our physical environment and reflecting cultural and historical aspects. Shopping is the activity of buying goods or services, typically in stores or online. It's a common part of daily life, allowing people to acquire items they need or desire. Shopping can be for necessities like groceries or for leisure, such as clothing or electronics, and often involves making choices based on preferences, budget, and personal style. Mountains are large landforms with elevated peaks and steep slopes. They are formed through geological processes and can be found on every continent. Mountains offer breathtaking scenery and are often popular for outdoor activities like hiking and skiing. Sausages are meat-based food products made by stuffing ground meat or other ingredients into a casing. They come in various types, flavors, and sizes and can be cooked in different ways, such as grilling, frying, or boiling. Sausages are a popular food item enjoyed around the world, often served in sandwiches, breakfast dishes, or as a part of various meals. The Arabian Sea is a body of water located between the Arabian Peninsula and the Indian subcontinent. It's part of the Indian Ocean and is known for its warm waters, serving as a vital maritime trade route and hosting diverse marine life. Students are individuals engaged in learning, typically in educational institutions like schools, colleges, or universities. They acquire knowledge and skills to prepare for future careers and personal development. Digital marketing is using online platforms like social media and websites to promote products. It includes strategies like content creation and advertising to engage with the target audience. It's crucial for modern businesses, offering precise targeting and real-time tracking. Weakness in electronics, auto, and gas station sales dragged down overall retail sales last month, but excluding those three categories, retailers enjoyed healthy increases across the board, according to government figures released Wednesday. Moreover, December sales numbers were also revised higher. Integration is increasingly needed in the business environment. This need emerges from the efficiency and synergy requirements necessary in a complex and turbulent environment. In other words, integration is needed to facilitate coordination, which is again related to the building of competitive advantage. Many families are fleeing their native countries due to sectarian repression and political uprisings. Consequently, thousands of people have been stranded in foreign lands for months. Other families have gone missing in the sea, marooned in small boats, as the neighboring foreign countries refuse to take them in. Trump has threatened to declare China a currency manipulator, but experts say he has little legal or economic basis to take such a step. He has also threatened to impose a tariff of up to 45% on Chinese imports if Beijing doesn't behave, a move that could lead to a trade war and damage the economies of both nations. Do something you are very passionate about and do not try to chase what is considered the hot passion of the day. People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. You have to do it over a sustained period of time. So, if you don't love it, you're going to give up. The discovery of universal gravitation displays all the features of the new way of scientific reasoning which is now so familiar to us. The discovery starts off with Newton associating the moon's behavior with the behavior of rocks falling on the ground. They controlled for the bird's age, sex, body size, and species. And they found that the hunted specimens' brains were actually 5% smaller, on average, than the brains of birds that died by other means. Generally, students who stay off campus resort to campus buses, for it not only costs less, but also help reach the college campus on time. However, there are separate dormitories for students who wish to stay back in the campus for any activity. A bicycle is a simple and eco-friendly transportation device. It has two wheels, pedals, and a handlebar. People ride bicycles by pushing the pedals with their feet. Bicycles are used for exercise, commuting, and fun. They help reduce pollution and are a healthy way to get around. Moods may also have an effect on how information is processed, by influencing the extent to which judges rely on pre-existing, internal information, or focus on new external information. Positive moods promote more holistic and top-down processing style, while negative moods recruit more stimulus-driven and bottom-up processing. Yellow is the most optimistic color, yet surprisingly, people lose their tempers most often in yellow rooms and babies cry more in them. The reason may be that yellow is the hardest color on the eye. Unlike the United Kingdom, which has taken a relatively restrictive approach to the possession of arms, the United States has taken a more lenient approach. In the United States, three models have evolved regarding the interpretation of the meaning of the right to bear and keep arms as delineated in the Second Amendment. The problem begins with the alphabet itself. Building a spelling system for English using letters that come from Latin, despite the two languages not sharing exactly the same set of sounds, is like building a playroom using an IKEA office set. Tesla actually worked for Edison early in his career. Edison offered to pay him the modern equivalent of $1 million to fix the problems he was having with his DC generators and motors. However, sensibilities change over time and we can't completely throw off the mentality of the present. Therefore, every age will have a slightly different perspective on the same period of the past. The next wave of leaders in industrial manufacturing will build an ecosystem that capitalizes on the promise of analytics and connectivity to maximize efficiency for themselves and their customers. Companies will want to be known not just for the financial results they generate, but equally for the imprint they leave on society as a whole. First, ensuring that their products contribute positively. Second, operating in a way that approaches a net neutral impact to the natural environment. And third, cherishing their people. Although introvert and extrovert personality types differ from one another on various grounds, the major difference between the two is their source of rejuvenation. While for extroverts, this may mean interaction or excursions with friends and family, the same may mean reading a book or listening to music for introverts. Hopefully, this will treat and prevent acne and other skin diseases and reduce antibiotic use. Naked Biome is entering clinical trials to see if its approach is safe and effective. Surprisingly, despite what appear to be infinite variations, all difficult conversations share a common structure. When you're caught up in the details and anxiety of a particular difficult conversation, this structure is hard to see. But understanding that structure is essential to improving how you handle your most challenging conversations. researchers have found a novel form of the Alzheimer's protein tau in the fluid surrounding the brain and spinal cord. This form of tau, known as MTBR tau, indicates what stage of Alzheimer's a person is in and tracks with tangles of tau protein in the brain. Now, sometimes the designers who work on these products are called data-driven, which is a term that totally drives us bonkers. The fact is, it would be irresponsible of us not to rigorously test our designs when so many people are counting on us to get it right. A microbe can either reproduce by dividing, or it can conserve its energy and maintain only its most basic functions. One possibility is that in the unfavorable conditions under the South Pacific floor, the microbes could have been dividing very slowly over centuries. In this case, the microbes in the study may be the descendants of an even more distant past. It isn't rare for private equity houses to hire grads fresh out of business school, he said, but 9 times out of 10, The students who nab these jobs are the ones who had private equity experience under their belt before even starting their MBA program. A unique characteristic of online shopping environments is that they allow vendors to create retail interfaces with highly interactive features. One desirable form of interactivity from a consumer perspective is the implementation of sophisticated tools to assist shoppers in their purchase decisions by customizing the electronic shopping environment to their individual preferences. The natural environment can be hazardous and, with increased travel and leisure, people today are more likely than ever to be exposed to potentially life-threatening conditions. Although the human body can adjust to some extent, it cannot cope with poisons or prolonged exposure to extremes of environment. We seek to improve learners' experience of education at college and help them to aspire, achieve, and progress. We must embed equality and diversity in everything we do, both as a provider and an employer. We hope to prepare our students for work, higher education, and citizenship by equipping our staff with the skills to meet this agenda.